our project is on virtual reality and its usefulness in creating cognitive maps, specifically when there is the presence of pressure or stress.
So we specifically wanted to take a look at, with this VR and cognitive maps, wanted to specifically look at social anxiety and its effect on the ability to create cognitive maps in the brain. What we found is that stress or mental stress interferes with the parts of the brain that are specifically involved in the creation of cognitive maps. And so with this social anxiety and kind of stress of navigating a new environment that brings, we think that could kind of increase the amount of stress that comes from creating cognitive maps. So it could interfere with the creation of cognitive maps, which kind of makes the whole thing a little bit more stressful. So we wanted to kind of use virtual reality, or just see if virtual reality could be used as a way to mitigate this stress that kind of comes with social anxiety and having to navigate new environments.
So for this experiment, we'll be using a 2x2 factorial design. So our 4 groups will be a group that has the use of virtual reality with pressure and stress, a group with virtual reality without pressure or stress, an in-person group with pressure or stress, and then an in-person group without the presence of pressure or stress. We will need a mobile EEG, an omnidirectional treadmill, VR headsets, and speakers for this experiment, as well as a timing device. We will have a building that people will go through, as well as that same building we digitally rendered, so the virtual reality group will be able to explore that same exact building. We will ask people to find certain rooms and locations. We will time them physically, as well as monitor the hippocampal region via EEG, and just see if there's any differences in timing between the amount of time it takes to that hippocampal region to activate between groups. Speakers will be used in order to create stress, and this will be done by playing the sound of a crowd, like an ambient sound, and that sound will increase and grow louder in volume over time. The virtual group will be using omnidirectional treadmill, and it should look something like this.
We expect, due to some current research that suggests that stress negatively impacts the formation of cognitive mapping, we expect that both within the virtual reality and the in-person groups, that those without pressure will perform better than those with pressure, meaning that they form more accurate and timely cognitive maps of the environment that they're in. We also expect and hope to see that the virtual reality groups, both with and without pressure, will perform just as well, if not better, than the in-person groups. If the experiment shows that, we hope to then apply it to those with social anxiety or other anxiety disorders, even similar to like agoraphobia, which is the fear of going out and outside, that it can be used as a coping mechanism and a preventative treatment to give people with some of these anxiety disorders the comfortability, the familiarity, and the confidence to be able to go into an environment that they have already practiced in. And I think that's everything.